When you're the one who issued the challenge, but then you back out after your challenge is accepted, what do you call that? Brave or cowardly? Ask your boss, the president, to say himself that all elected officials should undergo a hair follicle drug test. I'll call out that so-called charity of yours. No problem. If it will address the issues in our country, I can do that. Sebastian Duterte, acting mayor of Davao City. That was the full statement of Sebastian Duterte, son of the former president, in response to the fistfight challenge from the PNP chief general. Nicolas Torre, a challenge that Duterte himself started. But in Mindanaoan and Visayan culture, a true warrior, when issuing a challenge, must stand their ground and face the fight. No backing down. No conditions. Once the challenge is accepted, not showing up is a disgrace. Not just for yourself, but for the whole tribe. Backing out, especially if you are the one who started it, is a sign of weakness and, in other times, could even be punished by your own clan. General Nicolas Torre, even though he's already old, even if he's not as strong as he used to be, he stood up, trained, and was ready to face the challenge. All of this was for the purpose of raising funds for charity. A whole kilo of humility and honor. While he was practicing at the PNP gym, the camera was rolling and the whole nation could see his preparations. He didn't sneak in. He did not back down. But Sebastian Duterte? Instead of facing the fight, suddenly there was a new condition. This is no longer just a charity match. What he wants is for the president himself, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., to order hair follicle drug tests for all government officials. This is an impossible condition, and he knows it very well. This is the classic style of the Dutertes. Tough at first, but makes excuses in the end. Sara Duterte, in 2024, said in a military meeting that if something happened to her, she had already planned the killing of President Marcos, First Lady Lisa Araneda Marcos, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez. A heavy and serious statement. But when it came out in the media and the public got angry, she suddenly said that she was misinterpreted. Rodrigo Duterte, during the previous administration, challenged retired Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio to a debate about the West Philippine Sea. But the next day, he backed out. And before that, he once challenged Wally de Carbonell to a gunfight, a very dangerous dare, but he also didn't show up on the day of the duel. Now it's Sebastian Duterte, who was the first to push for the challenge, hiding behind a condition. A condition that has nothing to do with the fight, but is just an old tune of accusation. They say the president is an addict. If you think about it, it was Sebastian who started the fight. He was the bad boy acting tough at first. But now that the general has accepted it, Torre has taken up the challenge. The venue for the fight has been set at the Coliseum and real courage has been shown, but Sebastian has turned into a sad boy. Excuses here, conditions there? It's like saying I'll fight when crows turn white. And while the whole nation was watching, we heard Lady Gadan, the presidential advisor for poverty alleviation, even volunteer as referee. Everything was ready. The fight was supposed to happen, but one of them backed out. The question on everyone's mind, who is the real man? who truly has honor, who shows action, and who is all talk. The Dutertes, from Digong to Sarah, and now to Sebastian, always follow the same pattern. They're only brave when no one answers back. But when someone finally responds and stands up for the fight, they're the first to back down. A legacy of bravado, not of courage. This fight is no longer just about fistfights. It's a reflection of leadership, of who truly fights for the country and who only knows how to talk but lacks conviction. So to our fellow students, the youth, and the public, let's think about this. If a leader throws out a challenge but backs down when someone responds, can we really trust them? If you like this analysis, like, comment, share, and subscribe to AngKampanero. Voice of Truth. Sound of History. Many thanks to our new subscribers and to everyone who watched this video. Let's keep the bell ringing for truth, justice, and freedom.